guys. So in today's video, I have so many puppies in my lap. In today's video, we will be doing a haul video. Thank you. I'm so sorry if you see the dogs. It's a circus over here. In today's video, I'm doing a JOANN's haul because I swear to God. In today's video, I'm doing a JOANN's haul because not all of this stuff was bought at one time. I did do several trips, but this is also what I do for work. So I bought some things that I think I can use and other things that I just wanted to make my own costumes. So let's get into it. I'm gonna insert a clip of what I'm not showing in this video, which is the patterns and the bolts. My JOANN's was throwing away patterns, and the manager said I could go back there, so I did. While I'm not gonna go through every single one of them, I do have the ones that I pulled out, so the ones that I am gonna keep, and I figured I can show you those. This is a no rhyme or reason. Some of these are my size, some of these are not my size, but I figured I can alter the patterns. I got the simplistic costume one. I got this, I don't know what I'm gonna do with half of these. This one, which I think I have this one already, but if I don't, apron, which this one is in my size, and I'm super happy for this one because I have an idea for that one. Some vintage petticoats, which could always use a vintage petticoat. I really wanted it for these sleeves. Some stuffed animals. This one is not. No, this one is in my size. Never mind. I thought this one wasn't. There's a few that are not in my size because, yeah, some of these are in my size, but a lot of them aren't. This one is not in my size, but I figured I could scale it up. It says it has children and Mrs. size, but this one only says 3 to 8. I think it's just the child sizes, but I got this one, which is also not my size. Oh, it is my size. I must have 2 of some of these in here. I got one Lolita pattern. This is the only Lolita pattern in all of them, and I'm so upset. And it like barely fits my bust. My bust is like 4 inches too small for this. But you know what? I got this Vogue pattern. I think this is the only Vogue pattern I kept. This blouse pattern. This McCall's pattern. Yes, I did keep 2 of that one because here's this one. So I'll go through these in the end. This one, which a lot of these I did have duplicates of, so I do plan on selling them for like $1 just to make my money back on what I spent, and then I'll probably donate the rest. But I do plan on giving my friends a bunch of these, like, not these ones, but I do plan on giving my friends a bunch of, like, the patterns that I didn't keep, which giving back to people is part of the game. Like, I found them for free. I'm not gonna gatekeep all of them. The poodle skirts. Me and my boyfriend have matching ones of these. I do have a bin for him too, so I kept the ones that I thought he would like, and I'll probably go through with him on call and like really figure out which ones he wants. I'm just going through these fairly quickly. This one I'm excited about, and like it's in my size. I'm so excited for that one. I want to make a Regency dress. I don't know why. Petticoats. I did keep a lot of vintage ones. This one's not in my size, but I figured I could scale it up. This one's also not in my size, but I want that armor, so I'm like, another Regency dress. No ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. Oh, almost to the end. Only a few more handfuls. A cape pattern. Vintage. If you see doubles, I'm so sorry. I didn't intend to keep doubles, but sometimes while I was sorting through, I forgot what it was already in my pile, because I did do this over multiple like sessions, because I was not sitting there for, I think I spent a total of like 15 hours sorting patterns. No, ma'am. I think I already have this one. JOANN. Vintage. No, ma'am. Okay, last two patterns. This one and this one. Okay, one more. I forgot this one. Would like to point out that I did save up for this for quite a while because I knew JOANN's was going out of business. So I was like, eventually the sales will get good and I'd want to spend money. So I did, I think in total I spent like $300, which is not bad. Okay, $300 not counting what I'm picking up this weekend because I did buy a sign. If you want to see that sign, you can go on my Instagram and I'll post about it then. Regency. I don't know if I showed this one. I didn't because that's not my size. And the one I showed wasn't my size. Spin, I guess. Which this one's just full of these plastic containers, which I did ask for these because they just throw them away, and I store like trims and stuff on these, so I decided to ask if I can have this box full. Box was mine, but they let me have all of this, so I kept it up at least. So I found one cotton batting at this store specifically. It's this crib size, which I can make it into other stuff, so I'm not upset about that. I also bought this GIMP trim in brown. I think there was like 6 yards here or something, so I don't know exact quantities, but buy a bunch of paintbrushes because these were like $1 each, so I decided to buy a bunch of paintbrushes, which I did buy more, so there's more there somewhere. I also bought this button making kit to cover your own buttons, which it was 60% off clearance items, and clearance items were already discounted. So it was like the $11.97 or whatever, and then it had a 7 was like 60% off, and then it was an extra 50% off. So these were like $2, I think, in the end, which it has the tool in there to do it too, so that's nice. This is probably the biggest purchase of this box, but this is voile. It's like an organza material. So I figured I could do something with it. I bought a lot more, which is on the bolts over here. But next I got some cottons. There's two things that are not in here. There's a cotton that's not in here, and there is a ruler that's not in here. One's a 6.5 inch ruler, and then the other one's like a leaf pattern. But I have this one, which I got 2 yards of that one. I also got 2 yards of this one. I was on a green kick this day. I got 2 yards of this one, which this one's really pretty. And I got 2 yards of this one. Oh, where do I start? Okay, let's start in here. Again, these were discounted on top of that. So these ended up being like 97 cents. So these are gold rhinestones, gold rhinestones. These are like honey rhinestones. These are more gold. These are green. So these are green, 2 greens, more gold rhinestones, more green rhinestones, and more green rhinestones. I also bought like 1, 2, 3, hold on. I bought 5 of these red tassels, which they come in a 2-pack, and they were like, I want to say 97 cents. Like, they were really cheap, and I use stuff like that all the time. So I was like, yeah, let's keep it. Oh, here's my, this is when I bought the signs, and then these are all the like prices. So on that green gingham, I spent like $2.40 on it. There's a lot of solid white voile was $27 for 14 yards. 14 yards for $27. That's pretty good. This one, I can't find the black, but I did get white horsehair braid, and it was $3.49 for 7 yards. So this is black. I got like 10 yards of it in like multiple different cuts. I think I only spent like, it was like 20 cents a yard, so I got a bunch of it. It's the JOANN one. I don't know where, oh, here's the white. Here's the white horsehair braid. I also got that. This is the JOANN. It was originally 90 cents a yard. And then it was like 20 cents a yard with the 80% off trims. Here's more of that white. Here's more of the white. Next I got this trim, which there's not a whole lot here, but I got this trim, which is super pretty. I think I got like 2 yards of it. I got this silver or this gray gimp, which is just like the brown one, just in silver. And then I also got this black one, which is very anything of that. I also got this like velvet ruffle stuff, which it was $7.99 a yard at 8% off. Do the math there. And I got like 7 yards, something like that. It says there was originally 8 yards on this bolt, and I think I got like 5 yards in the end. And then these also count as trims apparently, so I got one of these. It was like $5, and I thought it'd be a really cool Barbie necklace. And then this was a brand new bolt. It was $1 a yard. I remember doing that math, and it's 15 yards of this belting material, which it's a brand new bolt, but I make bags, so I was like, this would be perfect. This is from a thrift store, but I got it the same day that I went to all those JOANNs, and it's just like a brocade that's like super silky and nice, so I bought that. So I got more of that foil. I got a lot of this in the end, but I make petticoats all the time, so I figured I'd get a lot of it. I don't know how much is on that bolt, but there's a lot. And then I also got this cotton sateen, which I think there's 10 yards on here, but it's super nice, super nice. It's super thick, really good for costumes. More cotton sateen. I also think this is 10 yards. More cotton sateen, which I think this one is 10 yards as well. This one is like the ivory one, and I think there is a total of 6 yards on this one, because I got that one today. This is the crushed voile, which I really like, so I got that one. And then this one only had a yard left, but it's also voile. And here's my receipt from today. My mom got this outdoorsy fabric for making curtains. This blue one, which I got whatever was left on that one. Oh, one last pattern that I missed in my car. I got this mushroom fabric, which I got 2 bolts of this one. The other one's over there. But I got 2 bolts of this one, which they're both like 8 yards. So mom's gonna make curtains. And then here's the cuts that I got. So I got 4 of this cut. I got 3 of this cut, 3 of this cut, 3 of this cut, and 3 of this cut. And then I got whatever was left of this one, and I got whatever was left of this one, which all of those ended up being like $2 or something. And then I found my favorite interfacing. They had a bunch of it left, and it was like $1 a yard. So I got like 10 yards of it, and I was like, I'm so excited. Anyway, I'm so excited for that. I love making bows out of that. I also got this white ruffle trim, which I think she counted it out, and there was 15 yards on here, making it a full bolt. She only charged me for 10, which I love my little cutty lady. This one had like 2 yards of it, but it's the same stuff. I found this black trim, which is super pretty. There was just under 6 yards here, because I was gonna get 6 yards or whatever was left, and there was 6 yards. And then I got this, it's not gimp, but it's kind of like gimp, this red one. And then I'm not gonna go through each individual one, but I did get a bunch of felts because they were like 20 cents a yard, so I decided to get those. I got more paintbrushes. Again, they were like $1, so I got 5 more. More mushroom fabric. I got this like brocade trim, jacquard trim, I think. But like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's really pretty. I got triangle rulers, which was the one thing I went in there for. And then I got a bunch of batting, which it's like 3 of these, so it's nothing important. But that is all I got. Whoopsies. So I went back to a different JOANN's. I spent, where's my other receipt? I spent $70, and I think it's like their second to last day or something, because all of this was super cheap. Yarn, so all they had was gray and green yarns. I got gray, and all their yarns were 50 cents or 2 for $1. So I got 4 of this gray color, medium gray. I got of their big twist, so I got 4 of those. I don't know. I make yarn wigs, so I figured I'd use it for something. I went to go get this measured out because it was behind the counter, and they're like, someone put it back, and I was like, okay, I'll buy it. They're like, okay, you gotta go get it measured out. So I went out back there, and she's like, I'm not counting that. 4 yards? I think there's like, she's like, there's probably like 10 on there, but I'm not counting it. So, horsehair braid, it was 40 cents a yard. Standard black horsehair braid. I think it ended up being like 20 cents a yard, so I got it for like super cheap. And there's a good bit on there. Ah, come on, go in there. Ah, horsehair braid. And then, I got some more felt. I only got colors I didn't see already, so I got purple, I got orange, and then I got a red felt because it was their last one that wasn't sticky, so I was like, I'll buy that. So I got 5, 6 felts, which were like 8 cents a piece, something like that. And this is where I did the damage. So this is a thread cone holder, a double thread cone holder. So I got it for my thread cones to put it on my machine if I have like a little bit left. I wanted one of these last time I went into JOANN's, but they were still like $10, and I was like, I'm not willing to pay $10 for that. So this one, it got down to like 4, so I was like, I might as well. They had a bunch of them, so I was like, I might as well. I also got this quilting template. I thought it was really pretty, and yeah, they had a bunch of those. Let's do bias tape. So they didn't have a whole lot of bias tape left, but all their bias tapes were 60 cents. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. I got this blue double fold. It's like the single stripe, which I use these for sailor stripes. I also got this black one. I also got this blue one, and then 2 more black ones. They're all double fold, like the single, like, these have 4 yards on them too, which is nice. So, got those, which were 60 cents each. And then where I did the most damage, which I got thread and zippers is all I have left. And the zippers were buy 10 for $5. So, I got a bunch. I have this metal separating zipper in black. I have this polyester red zipper. I have another red zipper. I have this blue zipper. I have a green, which I got for Tinkerbell in case I ever redid her. I got a bunch of separating zippers, mostly because I always need random separating zippers and never have them. Ah, don't fall. Let's see, what else did I buy? No, don't fall. Ah. Okay, let's put it there. Okay. So I got a few of these separating sport zippers in, I don't know, like a tan. I got a few of those. And then I got this Parka black separating zipper, which is a dual zipper, so they have 2 zipper tapes on them, or zipper pulls, which is really nice. I got a few of those. I also got I got multiple of these, which is just a really long white zipper, which has, no, it just has 1 pull, but really long white zipper. I use really long white zippers all the time. I also got this white separating coat zipper. I got this blue one. I got this one. I got another white. I got another white. I got another white. Another white. Another white. I got this black one. I got another green one. Count how many zippers I got in this video. I got another white one. I got another white one. I got a black one. I got a black one. I think that's all my zippers. I also got, I use glitter in wigs all the time. So I got three of these ultra fine silver glitters. They were like 3 cents. I should have got more, but I didn't. And then the rest is thread. So all of these, I think the most expensive one was $1.12, and I think the cheapest one was 30 cents. So I got a bunch. Let me separate these out and I'll be right back. Let's start with what I have up here. So I got a bunch of these Coats Quilt Plus cotton threads. I think they're all cotton. So I got this one, which my mom also is getting into sewing, so thread's always a nice to have. She prefers these bigger cones anyway, so Ava, stop. I got 4 of this color, this like tan color. Set these off to the side. I got 5 of this like dark gray color, because this is the color my mom wanted. I got 4 of these like dark brown colors. This one doesn't have a label on it, but it's fine. And then I got 1 of these blue colors. I might go back and get purple and stuff tomorrow. So. And then I also got this Coats & Clark machine embroidery thread. So I got this red one. I got this like dark blue one. I got this dark brown. I got 2 of the silver. 2 of this like gray color. And then 1 of this green color. I got 1 of these really big Gooderman threads. And it's in gold. It's a polyester, 547 yards on this one. And then I got 3 of these Coats & Clarks in yellow. I got 1 of the dual in red. And then, let me separate out the rest of the thread. Oh, I missed this one, but I got 1 more of these Coats & Clarks machine embroidery. In brown. Okay. So these, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 polyester threads. I got 2 of that pink color, 2 of that gray color, and 2 of the red color. I'm going to put these in my drawer as I go. I got 3, 6, 10. I got 10 of these viscose threads. So I got 2 of that orange color, 2 of that burgundy color, 1 red, 1 pink, 1 orange, 1 like brown, 2 blues, and a yellow. And then the rest is cotton thread, which was the cheapest thread at 33 cents. So I got a lot of it. I got a bunch of this, like, that's a different red color. I got a bunch of these, like, grays, because I use these on, like, shiny fabric. So I got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I got 16 of this gray color because I use it. That's a different gray. That's a different color. I'm going to count it towards this though. Of this color because I use like iridescent fabrics and this looks really good on like iridescent fabrics. So I got a bunch of those. And then I tried to grab ones that didn't have a whole lot left. So like this color had so many of them left. But like some of these grays, there was only like 2 of this green. There was only, you know, another green, another gray, another green. This one had a lot of colors of that same one. 2 yellows. Oh, another gray. Green. 2 more grays. Whoopsies. And then a purple, 2 blues, and another gray. I might go back tomorrow. So I went to another JOANN's, and I think I might go to one more and then I'm done. I might go to the Fresno one either today or tomorrow. But this is my haul from today. which I went back to the one that I went to yesterday, and everything was an additional 90% off. So on this receipt, I spent $3.08, and I got, okay. So these are split up by transaction because I went in 3 separate times. So 4 transactions actually, because I got these on a different one. So in one transaction, I got 6 of this Big Twist Living acrylic yarn, and they're in this like olive green color. What color are you? Pine green. And like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this color, but I'm sure it'll make good flower stems or leaves or X, Y, and Z. I was gonna get more, and then someone bought the rest of them, so I was like, okay. My mom wanted whatever fleece they had left, so this is the only fleece they had left. I don't know how much this ended up being, but it was pretty cheap, because I think my highest total out of the 4 was $3, so. Fleece, it's in this like striped color. Let's start with the box. So I also went to Daiso, which I got 4 items at Daiso. I got 2 of these fabric button covers and 2 of these resin molds. That's my wallet. That's my debit card. Okay. So I got a lot of zippers. Zippers were 25 cents and then an additional 90% off. So I got a shit ton of zippers because they're separating zippers too, and separating zippers can be used as separating zippers. They can be used as normal zippers. So I got quite a few in a bunch of different colors. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 zippers in this transaction. 2 of these 8-ounce paints. I got a matte orange and a neon orange because I used up all my orange paint, so I got these. And then I also got this deco orange, and then I got this fabric textile orange. All they had was orange paint left, which is not weird. Like, okay. I also got this wax thread. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I also got this Tulip Slick puffy paint. It's in brown. I don't know. It had so much glitter. So I got 3 glitters. I got the silver glitters. I love silver glitter in wigs, so I gotta stock up on those. I found this under a fixture because I was gonna buy the fixture and then didn't. It's 8 instant buttons and like, I don't know. That's 17 zippers. One more zipper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs. 6 packs of 2 yarn like plastic needles. So each one has 2 needles in it. I use these all the time and I lose these all the time, so now I have a bunch. I got 1 of these clear threads. I got 6, which 1 of these is open and it's pissing me off. I got 6 of this red thread, which this is not my favorite thread. I really don't like this thread. But I need cheap thread that I can fuck up for a project, so I'm gonna use these because it doesn't really matter what color. And then they had 1 green, which is like half empty, so like I don't know if this one was truly worth it, but 1 green, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 of this color thread because it was like the only thread they had left. And I went specifically for the thread last night because I was at it last night at closing, and I went today at 1 p.m. and it was wiped out. And I was like, God damn, I should have bought it all last night, but I didn't. So now I got these. Next bag, which is this bag, which was a whole separate transaction. I'm not gonna count these, but we'll just say a shit ton of zippers. I found these rhinestones. I found this buckle clasp that I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I got more glitter, so I got 2 more silver and 2 gold. Probably should have got more gold than silver. Like, I like silver glitter more, but wig commissions, I probably should have got some gold too. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more of that color thread. It's a lot of the same items, just a lot of them. And then this is the last bag. Again, a shit ton of zippers. I didn't even wipe out their zippers. They still had quite a few left. I got 3 more silver glitters, which these ended up being like 2 cents. So like, of course I'm gonna buy them. I got these sequins pins. to go with some sequins I bought because I want to do like tambour embroidery with these. I have a few of the green packs. I found these honey colored rhinestones. These are what started it. I found these star sequins and I thought those were really cool. I got 2 more of the big tapestry needles, which I did wipe out their tapestry needles because I always need them. 2 more of the 3 reds. These 2 I like, this one I don't. And then 4 more of the random color. Okay, last little haul. So I also got one of those pattern projector machines, and I didn't show it here. It was like $100, and I have it already set up, but this was from a few days ago. It was from, I think, the Clovis store? I don't remember. I just know I missed this bag. So I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to edit this video. Which, it's mostly dye. So I have 2 of these I dye poly yellow dyes. In yellow. I have 2 of them in purple. 2 of them in orange. And then I got 2 tulip fabric dyes in like this blue color. What's that color name? Aqua. In aqua. And then I got 1 in orange. And then I also got another thread, clear spool thread. That is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!